Ryan Hale never asked for trouble. Trouble, however, had traced his every step across the stars. Freshly enlisted into the Galactic Exchange Corps, the first humans ever allowed to serve alongside alien military allies, Ryan believed this was his chance to rise above the backwater species label many aliens slapped on humanity. He wanted to prove humans could do more than just survive. They could thrive. He was assigned to the cruiser Velshara, commanded by the imposing yet fair General Veliana Drake, towering amphibian-like alien with blue scales and 4 eyes who enjoyed reminding humans of their place through stern lectures. "You are here to observe," she growled during his first briefing. Not impress. But what impressed Ryan most was not the general. It was Lieutenant Sira V. Laura. Sira was Talonian, tall, graceful, with soft silver skin that shimmered under the ship's lights. Her eyes were large and cat-like, glowing faint gold. She had a long tail wrapped around her waist like a sash, and her movements were so smooth that Ryan often forgot she wasn't gliding. She also, unfortunately, scared him to death. Talonian warriors were rumored to rip apart armored assault droids with bare hands. And Sira was top of her unit. Deadly, lightning fast, perfect posture and zero tolerance for nonsense. Naturally, Ryan's brain converted all that into crush-level obsession. It finally happened 3 weeks into deployment. Ryan was carrying a crate of starship components through a corridor. It was heavier than expected, and he stumbled while making a sharp turn. Sira turned the same corner at the exact moment. Whap! His hand, sweaty, panicked, clumsy, smacked directly into the soft curve of her rear. The crate fell. Ryan froze like a glitching hologram. His life flashed before his eyes. Childhood. Earth, pizza, the grave his crewmates would bury him in after Sira murdered him. Then she slowly turned. Sira looked down at where his hand had been, then up into his horrified face. Ryan's voice cracked like a broken recorder. I'm sorry. Sorry, hand, crate, momentum. Physics! I swear I don't normally... But instead of crushing him, Sira's lips curled into a slow, dangerous smile. I like that. Her voice was a soft purr. Ryan swallowed a scream, then she leaned closer, her breath warm against his ear. Do it again. Human. Ryan almost fainted. He coughed, awkwardly saluted, and fled at a speed that impressed even her. Behind him, Sira laughed, low and pleased. Trouble had found him again. Middle. A dangerous spark word traveled fast aboard the Velshara. Humans gossip, but aliens? They treat gossip like a competitive sport. Soon the entire cruiser whispered about the bold human who dared grope a Talonian warrior and lived. General Veliana called. Ryan into her office. What depravity is this? She demanded. Ryan explained the accident. She stared with all 4 eyes, unimpressed. You will avoid Lieutenant Sira at all times. Yes, General. That rule lasted less than 12 hours. Sira began appearing everywhere he went. Cafeteria. She sat at his table. Training hall. She stood behind him, correcting his posture with her hands that lingered. Hallway. She blocked his path, playfully tapping his shoulder. Tap me back, she teased. Practice your reflexes. Ryan learned 2 important things. Sira was very into physical contact. He had no clue how to handle a tall, battle-hardened alien woman who flirted like a predator. There were moments when she'd look him up and down like he was a tasty ration pack that he wondered whether she wanted. A date or a duel, or both. The attack trouble truly arrived when a pirate fleet ambushed their patrol. The Velshara rocked violently as hull breaches formed across the ship. Sirens screamed, orders blared over comms, and Ryan, barely trained, was shoved into emergency duty. Sira grabbed him by the collar. You are with me, she said. No room for argument. They reached the engineering deck where pirates had already boarded. Blaster fire ricocheted. Explosions lit the smoke-filled halls. Ryan dove behind cover. Sira did not. She leaped into combat, claws extracted, tail whipping like a blade. She moved with lethal grace, terrifying and beautiful. A pirate crept behind. Ryan. He panicked, grabbed a metal pipe, swung blindly, and knocked the pirate out cold. Sira saw it. Her eyes gleamed with pride. You fight like a wild creature, she complimented. Raw, untamed, Talonians admire this. I fight like a terrified janitor, Ryan corrected. She ignored that. More pirates closed in. Sierra shielded Ryan with her body. He fired a stolen pistol, missing most shots but drawing attention. She used it, striking whenever an enemy focused on him, together, accidentally. They made a strong team, but then Sierra took a blast to the shoulder. She staggered. Rion yelled her name, ran forward, tackled the pirate who shot her. He punched until the pirate stopped moving. Breathing heavily, Ryan helped Sierra up. "Don't you dare fall," he said. Sierra smiled again, that same smile from the hallway. "You worry for me?" Her fingers brushed his cheek. "Good. You are mine to protect, and I am yours to claim." His heart did a dangerous flip. "We'll talk about claiming later," he said, "preferably when we're not dying." She laughed, even injured, and it was the most beautiful sound he'd ever heard. The core reactor room reinforcements were far from arriving. Power systems failing, ship on the brink of collapse. Sierra insisted on continuing the mission. Inside the reactor chamber, more pirates held engineers hostage. Sierra prepared to charge, but her wound slowed her. Ryan grabbed her wrist. "No," he whispered. "This time I go first." He stepped forward, hands raised. "I'm unarmed," he announced loudly. "But I'm very annoying." Confusion. The pirates aimed blasters. Then Sierra, despite the pain, used their distraction to strike. She launched from the shadows like a silver comet, disabling 3 instantly. Ryan ducked and tackled a 4th while engineers scrambled away. One last pirate aimed at Sierra's back. Ryan didn't think. He moved. He grabbed a fallen blaster, fired, and the pirate dropped. Silence. Engineers stared, shocked. Sierra stared too, but with fire in her eyes. "You," she murmured, stepping close. "You protect me." "I protect my crew," he corrected weakly. She pressed her forehead gently against his. "No, you protected me." He felt weightless. After the fight, the Heart Opens Medical treated Sierra. Ryan waited by her side. When she woke, she grabbed his hand, firmly, and placed it gently. On her tail, Talonian affection gesture. "You touched me once by accident," she whispered, "but now you may touch me by choice." Ryan blushed so hard he nearly passed out. Sierra tilted his chin up. "You fear me still?" "Terrified," he admitted. "Good." She smiled, soft this time. "Courage is not lack of fear. It is standing with me anyway." She pulled him closer, tail curling around his leg. "I choose you, human." Ryan never thought 5 words could reboot his nervous system. He swallowed. "I choose you too." Her ears perked. "Then we are bonded." "Bonded? Like dating?" Sierra blinked. "No. Bonded, as in life partners." She squeezed his hand. "Unless your species has a stronger word?" Rion's brain nearly melted. Sierra leaned closer, her voice once again dipping into that playful growl he remembered from their first collision. "And now, human, you may do the thing." "What thing?" She moved her hips, gently bumping his hand into the soft curve of her backside. He wheezed. "Oh, yes. I like that." The smile returned, the one that started everything. "Do it again." Ending. A new beginning together. When the ship docked for repairs, the whole crew knew the truth. The fierce Talonian warrior had chosen a human, and not just any human, the one who accidentally slapped her butt. General Veliana summoned Ryan again. "You continue to create chaos," she said, rubbing her temples, "yet you perform admirably in battle." Then she sighed. "If Lieutenant Sierra has chosen you, then no creature in this galaxy may challenge her decision." "Not even me," Ryan blinked. "Wait, I'm allowed to date her?" Veliana stared. "To Talonians, this is not dating. It is bonding, permanently." Ryan staggered out of the office. "Permanently?" That was a big commitment for someone who still hadn't finished space combat training. Sierra greeted him with a happy tail lash. "Our quarters are combined," she informed him. "You will sleep at my side from now on." Ryan squeaked but nodded, and though it was terrifying, it felt right. For the first time, he felt like maybe humanity could offer the galaxy something besides sweat and chaos. Maybe humans could offer heart. Sierra wrapped her arms around him, resting her head atop his. "You are mine," she whispered. "And I am yours." Ryan swallowed his nerves and gently tapped her butt. She purred. He grinned. "Maybe Trouble wasn't such a bad friend after all. Ryan Hale had no idea how fast life could change. One day, he was the shy, clumsy human recruit. The next day, he was bonded to Lieutenant Sira Vilora, one of the deadliest warriors aboard the Velshara, a fierce, elegant Telonian who called him mine and meant it. Their quarters were combined. Their bunk was wide, built for a tall alien body, leaving Ryan small but comfortable, especially because Sira always wrapped herself around him while sleeping. Her tail curled around his thigh like a protective serpent. Her claws lightly rested on his chest, a reminder that if danger ever approached, it would meet her first. And yet, each morning she woke smiling because he was next to her. Ryan never thought he would wake up spooned by a strong alien woman who purred when he brushed her cheek. Life was crazy wonderful, except for one issue. Not everyone in the galaxy approved of a human bonding with a Telonian. The first Threatrian was adjusting to his upgraded training schedule. Sira insisted he learn combat properly. She claimed it was tradition. If a Telonian bonded herself to a mate, that mate must be capable of protecting her if needed. Even the strongest warrior may fall, she said. And you must be ready to stand for me. Ryan wasn't going to argue with that, but during their training session, someone else decided to argue. A massive Telonian named Korvax Wren, scales darker than Sira's silver, eyes a burning crimson, stepped between them. You shame our kind, he hissed at Sira. You choose a frail creature from a dirtball planet? Ryan felt Sira's claws flex mentally. She was seconds away from violence. It is none of your concern, she replied stiffly. It is every Telonian's concern, Korvax growled. Especially mine. You were promised to me by right of strength. I defeated 4 warriors for the chance to bond you. Rion blinked. Promised? Sira's eyes narrowed to sharp slits. You defeated those warriors because they let you win. No one wanted the shame of being bonded to. You, Korvax roared, enraged, and charged. Ryan reacted on instinct, stepped between them. Sira grabbed him. Fast! Stay back! Korvax stopped just in front of Rion, towering above him. Humans panic internally when terrified. Telonians? They smell fear. Korvax inhaled deeply, lips curling. You reek of fear, human. Rion didn't deny it. Instead, he stood straighter. I'm scared, he said. But that doesn't mean I run. Korvax laughed, a thunderous, venomous sound. Then you'll die bravely. He shoved Rion aside, hard, slamming him into a wall. Sira's fury erupted. She lunged, claws bared, strength unleashed. The 2 warriors clashed with enough force to dent the training room floor. Ryan struggled to breathe, ribs likely bruised. But he crawled forward anyway. He grabbed a dropped training spear and tapped it against the floor, gaining Korvax's attention for the smallest moment. Sira seized that moment. Her tail wrapped Korvax's arm, her knee smashed into his throat, and with a final roar, she slammed him into the deck. Blood dripped from his mouth. The right is done, Sira declared. I have chosen. And he chose me back. Korvax glared at Rion, eyes burning hatred. This is not over, human, he spat. You have stolen what is mine. No, Sira corrected. He earned what you never could. Aftermath. Hearts revealed in the med bay. Ryan sat shirtless while a medic patched him up. He winced every time the cold gel touched his bruised skin. Sira hovered nearby, pacing, blaming herself. I should have anticipated Korvax, she muttered. He was always entitled. Always angry. You protected me, Ryan said quietly. You always do. Sira stopped pacing, face softening. But you stepped forward, she whispered. You stood for me. I had not expected that. Ryan shrugged despite the pain. Love makes humans stupid. She froze, eyes widening. You love me? Ryan realized what he said. His face went red. Yes? Sira looked like someone had handed her the stars. We Telonians. Do not use that word lightly, she whispered. To hear it from you. It is a treasure. She cupped his cheek, gentle as moonlight. I love you too, Rion Hale. His heart nearly exploded. A mission gone wrong days passed. Tension remained. General Veliana briefed the crew on a dangerous objective. Hostile bases located on the Crimson Belt asteroids. We attack swiftly, disable their weapon network, rescue their captives. Sira led the strike team. Ryan's name was included on the roster. General Veliana frowned. You are not ready. Syra spoke before Ryan could. He has proven himself under fire. He is part of my unit. Veliana looked between them, then sighed. Very well, but if anything happens to him, nothing will. Syra promised. Her confidence was a warm shield around him. The asteroid assault, the shuttle sliced through a field of spinning red rock, anti-ship turrets firing wildly. Ryan's hands shook, but he kept breathing slow like Syra taught him. The squad landed. Explosions thundered. Pirates rushed them, armored, snarling. Syra roared, blades drawn from her wrists. She carved through enemies like water carving stone. Ryan didn't try to imitate her. He used his human instincts, speed, unpredictability. He ducked behind a generator, shot from cover, and shouted warnings. Left, 3 incoming. Door breach, explosives. The squad moved sharper thanks to him. But then, from high above, Korvax. He crashed into the battlefield, cracking the metal floor. You should have stayed aboard the ship. Little thief, he growled. Syra pulled Ryan behind her. This is my fight. No. Ryan protested. He wants to kill me, not you. And I will not let him. Korvax charged. Their blades clashed, sparks flying, strength versus skill. But Korvax was fueled by rage. He slammed Syra backwards. She hit a wall hard, injured. Ryan ran to help, but Korvax seized him by the throat and lifted him into the air. So fragile. Korvax mocked. And yet she claims you. Ryan wheezed, vision darkening, but forced out words. Let her go. Korvax squeezed harder. She belongs to me. You? You are nothing. Ryan's hand slid to his belt, grabbed a plasma. Grenade! Slapped it onto Korvax's armor and hit the timer. Korvax's eyes widened. Ryan kicked off him, breaking free, and rolled away. Boom! Korvax roared, armor shredded, collapsed. Unconscious. Syra crawled over, pulling Ryan close, checking his breathing. You reckless, beautiful human, she growled, trembling with relief. I learned from the best. He panted. The revelation. A new purpose. With Korvax defeated, the pirates fled. The strike team secured the base and freed the captives. Their return to the Velshara was victorious. General Veliana met them with rare approval. Human hail, she said. You may be chaos. But you are useful chaos, Rion grinned proudly, until Veliana turned to Syra. And as for you, your choice of mate may disrupt Telonian tradition. Prepare for political backlash. Syra tightened her grip on Ryan's hand. Let them challenge me, she declared. I will fight the galaxy for him, Ryan whispered. Good thing you're terrifying, she smirked. Terrifyingly yours. But later, in private, Syra confessed the truth. Telonians have ancient ways, she said softly. For my bonding with you to be recognized, you must complete the rite of honor. And what is that? She hesitated. You must face a trial. Not of strength, but of heart. To prove you can protect me, and not with claws, but with your soul. Ryan exhaled. I'll do anything. Syra's eyes glowed. Pride and love intertwined. I know you will. A tender night as they lay in their shared bunk that night. Syra curled around Rian tightly, tail wrapped, hand resting over his heart. I almost lost you. Today, she whispered. You almost lost me when I hit your butt too, he joked. Syra's purring laugh vibrated through his chest. That was the best. Mistake of your life, she teased. He kissed her forehead, shy but certain. You turned my whole galaxy upside down. She lifted his face, eyes shining. And you gave me something worth fighting for. She nuzzled into him, whispering a promise. No matter what comes, you will not face it alone. Ryan pulled her close. For you, Syra. I'd fight the universe. She grinned, wicked and loving. Oh, human. You already have. And together, wrapped in each other's arms, they fell asleep dreaming of battles won and future worth living.